Welcome back to another video. Today we're playing at Shambali Monastery. I have a mercy pocket this game and we ban Doomfist and Sombra, so that's two picks I wanted banned. So at this map I want to stay on the left side because there's a cover behind the building. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't suggest staying on the payload. I have the pocket, so that's very nice if I want to be aggressive, which I will be at one moment. But you see, I'm looking here if there's an opening for me to go in on the left, which there is not, no. So I'm gonna be very careful here. They are checking this side all the time, and with Chunk and Genji, you know, they can just dash and explode me there. So I'm not gonna go there right now. I'm gonna see what happens. And I see two of them here. That's a really bad position for them since it's very close and the rockets can do splash damage. I'll go for the tank here, but you see I'm alone on him and can't really finish him, so I'm gonna help them with the healers instead. That's an easy pick. And now I decided I really want this tank, because if we get him, he will not come back in time. Or at least I don't think he will. And I know I can get him, but the price was that I got picked off. But we got him. So I'm back now, but my team was not all on the payload, so we didn't get it in. So we're gonna have to fight for it now. And I'm taking it very carefully here. I take the health pack, using the building as cover, because they are holding the high ground. I'd rather go on the left here. I see he's low, so I go in. Now they don't have any hit scan, so I can go in pretty deep here. I get the Kiriko, and I think we have a few picks now, so I can just finish off anyone left. And at this point, I think it's really good to go forward and start shooting some rockets, because then you're putting pressure on the enemy. And I see a lot of players in like platinum rank that will not push forward, and they will just stay on the payload and wait. And you have to be like proactive, so even when there's not a fight, you want to kind of start one, like we are doing now. We are shooting them before they have gathered up, and that's giving us more space. So you can see we're now holding this corner here, and if we had stayed on payload, we would be further back. Now they have pushed us now, and we're gonna back, and that's unfortunate. But I'm gonna see if I can flank here, because I don't wanna take the main fight there. And I can't really go in there alone against the Mercy Sojourn. I noticed they ulti, and it does kinda see like this fight is not gonna go so well. So I'm not too eager to use barrage here. I'm gonna see what happens before I decide anything, and yeah, we pretty much get destroyed. So we're back now, and I wanna go in this window here, because I want to get a side, you know, a flank on them. Because my tank will be on the payload with my healers. And at this point I use the boop to help maybe my team, but they use an ultimate, and I think we lose our tank. So I can't really go in here, and my tip is when you lose your tank, usually that means the fight is over. Right now I thought it might not be over, but yeah, I get picked by the soujurn who flanked, and we have to reset again. So far it's not going so good. We're stuck here on this point. We're gonna go right. I get headshotted, so I have to go down very quickly. I think this is a better way to go for us. We don't have to go up that ramp. It's more, the playing field is more even. It's not a hill you have to climb here. So my Makrida's ulti, we have to break that shield quickly, because now he could pick a lot of people, and we won that fight very easily. So you see I'm playing a bit more defensive and reactive. I'm not gonna go in so much with my barrage, because I have to have a good position. Now it's gonna be the last fight, and we're gonna fight here on the second point. I mean the last fight of the second point. And now I can use the barrage, because when they're coming in, there's a high ground and a building there that will protect me. So here you have to go on gut feeling. You can't really time it. I see what's going on, so I'm just gonna go, and now I barrage. Hopefully there's someone here. Nobody. So I go for the tank. I get him, which is good. Get the Kiriko, take some cover, see what's going on. See the McCree here on the side and finish him off. So you see, even though I only got the tank with the barrage, I was hoping there was gonna be more people, but you can't really plan that perfectly. So now we're gonna push the third point, and this is pretty difficult as Pharah on attack, because you're going to have to stay inside this tunnel, and that's not good. You cannot fly in here. So here you have to play more like a Junkrat. So I'm just gonna spam rockets the same way a Junkrat would spam his grenades, and I'm not gonna fly so much out, because the moment I fly out, I can get picked off so easily. My healers cannot really follow, and they have all the high ground there. They can just shoot up. So you see that I'm just shooting rockets, pushing the enemy Sigma back, and I'm gonna use the boop whenever I can to push them further back. Now we lost my tank, and whenever the tank dies first, it usually means you want to start backing very fast. It depends. If it's like overtime, that's a different story. So I see the enemy Pharah here on the right. I'm just gonna push her a bit back. I don't want her to try flanking or anything. And now my tank is back, so we'll try to do this one more time. And I see that they are very aggressive, so remember, use boop and just spam rockets, break the Sigma shield, because that makes him back and it gives you space. You need space. They're gonna ulti. I'm just gonna back. If my tank dies again, that's what happens. You know, you can't risk it. See, I got a pick. I'm gonna go in here, see the McCree low here, get him as well. And now I can go in, you know, there's nothing really. Get the Mercy first, she can heal a lot. And now we're gonna got the Pharah by accident, but yeah, we get the Sigma here. He got me, but it doesn't matter. We got a team kill. I got a rest here, and I wanna be proactive. I have the barrage, so I'm gonna go flank them. I hear the McCree there. I finished the Moira, I think it was, and I'm gonna just go for the McCree. He's not paying attention. And I think that was enough. So whenever you're this close, you can push a bit forward. Make sure that you're not alone pushing into their spawn. Like now I had a Sigma who was, you know, taking their attention, so that's why it worked. So we are back now. We're on defense. I always do this. You can spam some rockets into the spawn. If you're lucky, you can get maybe 10 or 15% ult charge for free in the start. Now I'm gonna do a similar thing here. Stay here on the right and use the building as cover. However, you see the Genji is already here and the Sigma is coming, and as I have noticed, where is my team? They're nowhere, so you're just gonna have to back now. Staying up there is not gonna do anything. So my team is now trying to push. They have already taken the high ground and taken the left corner with the payload. I tried to push a bit, but no, this is not gonna work. We were way too late. So I'm just gonna back and we're gonna reset. And now my team should regroup and back, but for some reason they don't do that. So we end up losing 2 more. And you know, this can be very demoralizing because we have basically given up the entire first point because we didn't take the high ground, we didn't group up, we were late, and we are getting staggered when the team fight was already over. So it can be annoying, but you have to just take it easy. So we are now kinda back. Finally we can get to our second team fight. We have given them the first point completely. Very bad, but it's okay. Maybe we will take this, and we lose my tank again. So this is not looking good. We have basically now given them half or almost the complete second point. My team can only, you know, regroup, and which is good. They are not going in one by one, so at least that's a bonus. So now we are regrouping, and my McCree manages to flank, and I think he gets a pick here on the enemy Mercy. And after this my tank is back, so I'm gonna push. And I noticed that McCree is by himself here on the side. He has no healing, so he's an easy pick. And that's, I think, positioning super important. If McCree had stood with his tank and a healer, I could not have gone in on him like that. But now he was alone, so then it's just, you know, it's free pick. Now we have a very good momentum, so I thought I can barrage here, we can pick them off, both Sigma and the healer. But for some reason my Sigma was only here, and you can see the rest of my team is just AFK at the payload. And that's unfortunate, they don't want to, you know, take the momentum. But that's okay, you know, some players will play very defensive and just sit on payload. So that's okay, I know that now, and I'm gonna flank here on the left. Because I want to get some hits. I don't want to get a pick here. When they see me, you see I'm getting very low. I just want to keep spamming the rockets, because then they are getting distracted. Like imagine how the healers are feeling when they see me going back like this. So I got to pick the Kiriko, but we got a lot of space from that. So you can see my tank push them back into the cave now. So we managed to push them back a bit, but I'm back now and the fight is still going on. It's a long fight. And I'm gonna see if I can flank again maybe. I don't wanna stay in the open because the McCree can get me. Go for the Kiri because she's low here. She blinks in, I want to find her. She's here low, but she gets pocketed by Mercy. And I try to get her, but you can see Pharah, when someone is pocketing her like a Mercy, like you have to do perfect hits or it's not gonna work at all. Like in Overwatch 1 it was much easier. So they managed to take the second point. and they have so much time now. So I'm gonna wait for my tank. You see they have almost 4.5 minutes. We only have 1 point left. So at this point I thought, you know, it might be lost, like they would just roll us. But we will see what happens. And now you can see my tank is back. I have barrage, so I'm gonna look for an opportunity to use it. And if I can, I want to use it on the enemy tank, because if I get him out, they cannot push. Or that's how it works in Overwatch 2. In Overwatch 1 I had 2 tanks, so it was different. Now we get a pick on the Genji, and I'm looking for an opening here. And I noticed there's one, and by chance he ultis also, so I cancelled Sigma ulti and got him, which is perfect. So thanks to that we stopped their push, and they lost like 30 seconds before Sigma is back and he used his ultimate. That's really nice. So now I am gonna try to do a similar thing. Hold the right here, use the cover, and really all I'm trying to do is use a boop. Stop the Genji. If the Genji flanks here, he can get my healers, so I'm basically the only thing stopping Genji from diving into my healers. He can shoot one rocket and back, that's all. Genji will learn his lesson and back. And now they use Kirk ulti and going in deep, so I'm gonna take it easy. McCree does ulti, just use cover and wait it out a bit. Okay, I feel this is the time. I'm gonna go in here on the healers, and I go above here to finish the McCree. And the Genji panic ultimates here. Never do like the Genji and panic ulti. Now I see the Mercy is low here, so I'm just gonna chase her. It's a free pick. Like, if I leave her, she will just go to spawn. So we can stagger her a bit. So now I'm gonna go with my Sigma. If he's pushing, you can go with him. Don't go in front of him, but you can stay a bit behind and, you know, put some pressure on the enemy with him. Don't leave your tank if he's taking a bit space. He needs your assistance. Now he notices there are 2 men, he's gonna back. So am I. You saw I used the boop to back. That's why I prefer the boop. You can move so quickly back if you need to, or forward if you have to. Now I have the barrage. I want to use it, get 1 pick at least, because I want to stop their advance. You see they are pushing my tank quite a lot. They are getting out of that tunnel, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna go in here barrage, but I don't really get a good pick. But we get at least the Genji, so it's a trade, nothing special. It would have been better if they were a bit forward maybe, but we use a lot of ultis now. So I'm back, and the fight is still going on here, so I'm gonna try to help. I'm gonna go in a bit aggressive here. I boop the Genji towards us, and then we can get 1 hit and we pick him off. Gonna go for the Mercy. It's hard to land the air shots, but if you can, it's really good. Now I get her as well, and I try to finish the Sigma here and try to get the Moira, but you see the McCree is back, so I'm just gonna back off them. And now they're gonna push us a bit, so I'm gonna leave the tunnel with my tank and keep spamming the rockets, try to get the ult charge. They have a Bastion, so that's very dangerous for our tank. Bastions are good if you meet them, because you can spam rockets, like pre-fire them a bit in front where he's walking, and he's really slow, so you can you know, get a lot of hits on him. And you can use cover, and, you know, like I'm doing now. They use 1 ulti, boop them, you know, make them distracted, so they lose time and the Moira ulti runs out. And keep spamming the boop. It gives you a lot of space, make them distracted. Now the McCree does ulti here. I'm gonna try to hit him as much as I can. I showed myself 3 times, don't show more, he will get a lock on you. I wait out the ulti, now I go in. McCree I think got picked. I got Barrage here, so I can get the Sigma and finish the Moira. So you see that using cover helped me against the McCree ultimate there. And I think we got it now. So I was surprised we held it for 4.5 minutes. So that was a very close game. Like, we could have lost that point and, you know, lost the game, but we managed to hold it. The thing I want to mention is that at different ratings, players play differently. So at lower ratings, like maybe Platinum or Diamond, the healers and your teammates will be even more passive. Even in Master, healers will usually be kinda passive, so that means you cannot always push, because they will not follow you. It's in like higher Grandmaster and, you know, up, then the healers will like go with you really deep if they believe you know what you're doing. I have 54% win percentage, that's roughly what you need to climb, my tip is usually above 50%. So make sure the heroes you are playing are over 50% win rate. Alright, this is the last of Season 16. See you in Season 17.